Man, it was great. That was a great conversation with Eliot Durbin, who's GP at Boldstart.VC. But you can go to firstcheck.vc to check him out. We had a little bit of a conversation before we began, and I just asked him how he was doing, considering all the self-quarantining and COVID that's going on. And he was telling me that he's spending a lot of time just being helpful as best he can with his community and with his investments, founders, et cetera, which obviously is part of his job. But it's great to know that he's doing this, he's reaching out, and he's being a human during this time when it's hard to be connected with each other because of all the quarantining coming up. I do want to say congratulations to Eliot and Ed at Boldstart for coming up on 10 years of surviving the fray in VC. I mean, there's not many that can last that long, and then not many that can last even longer than 10. And so congratulations, Eliot. I wish you all the best. And Ed, I wish you guys all the best in your success moving towards the future. One of the things that I loved about his story, Eliot's story, is that he jumped into the game of entrepreneurship head first, just like it's very reminiscent to kind of how I did on the web. Just start building stuff and building web pages, and then suddenly someone's like, "Hey, can you build me something?" And it was just his story really reminded me of the early days of the internet, the exciting the unknowns of what was going on with selling and buying. And he brought up CompUSA, which I apologize for everyone out there. I know of people who bought video games, burned them, and then returned the video games. It wasn't actually me. I was just really excited. I haven't heard CompUSA in like a decade, or probably even longer now, since they went out of business. So it was just great to hear that story from Eliot about how he's getting into templates and shipping stuff, and it's just funny. It literally reminded me of my high school days back in Jacksonville, Florida, where I used to build web pages on the internets in the late 90s, and go to CompUSA with the money that I and buy video games. It just brought up a lot of nostalgia for me, I suppose. I guess it's one of those things. But man, I really appreciated his stories, and one thing I really also appreciated is that tweet that he made on July 20th, 2011. On a good day, I'd be a VC for free. On a bad day, no amount would be enough. The best job in the world. And it seems like a decade later, absolutely, guys, a decade later, Eliot still is ridiculously passionate about this game. A little sadomasochistic because he enjoys the early stage and getting in there in the trenches with guys, and all that's where all the hard work happens, to be honest. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate that he still has that passion, and it's still clear and evident in the way that he communicates with us. I was curious about the blockchain because you guys know I love blockchain and Bitcoin, but it's interesting that Eliot has this idea that might not be a market of its own, but rather it's going to be a component of other markets. That's a unique perspective. I don't know if I'm 100% there. I don't know if I maybe know enough to be able to say whether that's true or not. But it is an interesting way of looking at it, as merely as a tech stack than actually a market by its own. Guys, I love this conversation. Eliot was great. I even loved the little faux background he had with the fireplace in the background. Thanks to Zoom for that. If you want more information on the field notes of this interview, guys, it's easy. Go to vchunting.com/Eliot Durbin. It's been great, guys. This is the tail end of season 3. That's right. We're 3 seasons in. Tail end of season 3, and who knows where we're going to be headed next? With everything going on, who knows, guys? We're going to keep creating great content, keep having great conversations, and hopefully I'll see you guys over at evo.af, the community for marketers and brand-aware individuals for the mobile, video, and remote-first world. Join me, guys, over at evo.af. We'll see you guys next time.